Uh-huh.
Do you want Phantom Dance or Rags to Rings today? That sounds nice.
I like the rags.
Rags. Oh, Pog, I advanced to level 2 in the Legends Discord.
Hog?
I don't know what that gets me, but, you know.
Let's see if this file will open.
Trying to find the right volume for the background music. Struggling right now. Well, I'm gonna fix this scoreboard and then I'll be ready.
Alright.
Doesn't mean that you have to be ready. No pressure, but
Getting the file to open is not. Just drag it onto the client, right?
no, not the client. The game. We've had this discussion.
Here we are. The low launcher.
Not the low launcher. The other one. Riot Games League of Legends game.
You know, if I just remembered things would go a lot smoother.
It's alright.
Game. Boom. Boom. Oh, well.
Shout out to our one viewer right now, Liposuction.
That's me. If you're not here to support yourself, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
If you can't be your own cheerleader, who will be there for you?
Man, a lot of people who are desperate for
All right.
channel points just not
I got it.
not racking
figured
them
out.
up right now. You got it figured out?
I did.
Oh man, we could do a cast.
We might even be able to do a cast. Alrighty. Boom. Okay. I'm good to go.
All right. Yeah, I didn't prep anything, and they didn't save their drafts, so probably just straight into the game.
Let's do it.
All right. All right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and Lane, who is the only viewer right now, I think. Welcome to LRS week number 2. My name's Meristematic, and weirdly, Lane is in the chat and casting with me. Multi-talented individual.
Well, you gotta see what your fans are saying about you, you know?
Yeah. So the gold team on stream on the official Legends Esports GG stream got a big 2-0 victory over Campbellsville University. Was actually really exciting to watch. They had a pretty big comeback in game number 2. So shout outs to the boys. Our other mini announcement is, as I'm sure you saw, and we have announced before, the FPL, aka Diamond team, gonna take their talents to Upsurge Minor League. They got put into the Elder Division. A couple of collegiate teams in there, handful of other like decently established orgs. But their first game is going to be Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Against a team called. Hold on, I didn't prep this. I just wrote it down. OTA Storm, which means that they probably have multiple teams, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that live on Tuesday night on the stream. No promises, as it'll just depend on how terrible work is. But yeah, we're gonna try to have that one live on stream on Tuesday night. So look forward to that. And yeah, also wanted to, slowly introduce. We have a couple new or old faces returning. We've got Shivam, aka Millsticks Allfather, aka Dat Dang Dude, returning to sub for the UML team, as well as a new coach. His name's Legacy. You might see him around the Discord server, but he's going to be coaching up the boys, and hopefully, they'll have a lot of success in UML.
Yeah, looking forward to the 48 team bracket. It should be a lot of competition for the boys, especially coming off a pretty successful split in FPL.
Yeah, 48 teams in UML, and then they go into a gigantic 24 team bracket. So it's kind of daunting, honestly. There's so many good teams and diamond teams in the bracket. But yeah, hopefully they can show some good games and rep the org, give them the Crow Storm. But on to business. The Plat team played this week against Exodus Clan, coming off of a really strong performance last week, trying to roll the undefeated season through. Exodus Clan a little bit shaky. Couple of subs for game number 1 apparently, but we'll see if they can stack up. If you're ready, Lane, we'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, whenever.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And on the blue side of the rift for game number 1, wearing the blue health bars, will be the Exodus Clan. Itenshi, or Itenshai in the top lane, playing Shen with Ignite for some reason. Orochi in the jungle. On Warwick, the Kappa in mid, playing Lysandra, and Southern Warrior and Badger 525 in the bottom lane, playing Samira and Karma.
And for Return of the Middle Six, we have Cardinals 29 piloting Gnar. We've got 2004 Lexus GX 470 on Lilia in the jungle. In mid lane, we have Wing Nation on Victor. And then for the bot lane, we have Karasuda and Dyslexic playing Callista and Thresh.
So this is the second week in a row that for some reason people have looked at Karasuda's, OPGG, looked at his champion mastery, had that time to go in and do scouting, and they're like, Callista's not an issue. Just let that through.
No,
So
it's fine.
we'll see if that works out just as well as it did in week number 1.
Yeah. I think Middlesticks got a lot of what they want to play. I know Gnar has come up a lot in priority. Oh. That's maybe something they didn't want to happen to start the game off, but no one saw it, so they don't know to take advantage of it. That's the silver lining here.
Yeah, I love that he immediately owned up to it in chat, pinged it like basically, a second or two afterwards, and then everybody else had to go out for the flame. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Middlesticks had got a lot of priority picks. Victor seeing a lot of play, but specifically this top lane in jungle with the Lilia and Gnar, seeing a lot of pro play. So pretty strong in the meta. And then Karasuda getting his patented Callista pick, already getting the shove down there, looking to be pretty dominant on something he's super comfortable on.
Yeah, and just it's almost a meta. Like if Callista wasn't involved, it would be a very meta composition for ROTM, and we'll see if this is indeed the strongest way to play. His level 2 hit for Dyslexic and hit the hook. If only he had flash to follow through. It doesn't need it actually. Rend is more than enough for first blood for Karasuda.
And things starting off already so well. Dyslexic landing a great hook there with the level 2 advantage. Ends up getting a kill already for this bot lane that's looking to be the carry force for Return of the Middlesticks.
Yeah, meanwhile, this is actually a pretty good Shen matchup, although it doesn't look like it right now. And he even brought Ignite to kind of double... Oh, another hook onto Southern Warrior. I don't think they can capitalize on that one, but... Dyslexic just showing his stuff, 0% accuracy on the flashes, but 100% accuracy on the hook so far.
And I'll take that any day. The hooks landing over the flashes being useful. It's pretty good. Now, I did want to talk about this Ignite Shen, because I think you talked about it earlier, it being a little bit weird. So Shending Help, who's one of the better, he's like a challenger Shen main in EU, Shen one trick. He always takes Ignite because he thinks it's better. Because you kind of have a teleport built into your kit already, to have a little bit extra lane pressure to get those kills and get yourself some extra gold can be really useful. How much I love it into a ranged matchup is maybe a different question, but I think he's probably trying to take one off of Shending Help and use that Ignite to get himself some early kills potentially, but not looking so good for him, already down 15 CS in this lane.
So the rend on the minion, Dyslexic hit the hook back through Honey Badger, is going to be rended out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, well, I guess it's the same side of the map, just different little quadrant. Lexus going to get caught trying to steal some jungle camps. Takes a bit of health. It's early. He takes a bit of health in damage, and he'll get out.
Well, Karasuda showed up in the bot lane today. Dyslexic landing some perfect hooks, just punishing Honey Badger that has no flash, and gets himself another kill. Just off a good
Orochi's still looking for this, but he's on a ward. Gets spotted. Oh, doesn't get the flash over the wall. Wing doesn't have any mana, so he's just auto attack. He actually out heals this pretty hard. Cardinal's looking for it. The flash wallop over the wall, and the Q from Lilia will finally take the kill.
Yeah, first 3 kills going over to Return of the Middlesticks, already up 2k gold in this early game. A really, really good start. Couldn't ask for much better.
Yeah, week number 1 had the perfect game that was ruined by Cardinals inting. We'll see if maybe this one could be it for the LRS team.
We just caster cursed it though, so.
I mean, the game's... Is it a caster curse if the game has already been played?
True.
Is it a caster curse if you already know the outcome? Like, I don't know.
True.
You gotta find the hype somewhere,
Wow. The Gnar chunk is feeling pretty good. Shen is not in a good spot here. He's getting his wave frozen on in top lane, and he just has to back because he's super chunked. Looks like he's not going to, but
So normally this is a pretty okay matchup for Shen. You can actually scrap with Gnar early. You just have to be, kind of aggressive. And we've seen Itenchi just eat some autos and Qs and not really want to get aggressive, and that's really costing him so far.
yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, now Cardinals is 6, throws the house. He's got the Gnar show available, scoops him back, gets the wallop, and just trying to chase him down. Does he have another gap closer? Does he have a wallop coming up soon? Hits him with the house, and the wallop connects, but yeah, can't quite close the gap.
I was really close to a kill there.
Oh,
we're already seeing
Orochi had the audacity to try to farm his Raptors and gonna get chased off by Lexus for his trouble.
Yeah, Return of the Middlesticks just putting pressure down in every single lane. I don't think we've gone over a lane that has not been under their turret.
Yeah, and I think this is the most surprising one. Like, just if you look at the champions, Callista and Thresh, they really shouldn't be bullying a double ranged lane. But here we are, penned under our turret. Lilia looking maybe to dive. Hook, ooh, just a little wide, but in comes Lexus, throws the bowling ball out. Southern Warrior low, gonna get slept by the Lilting Lullaby. Teleport was canceled, by the way. Kappa didn't get it off. I'm going to assume that the Gravity Well from Wing Nation was able to stop him. So they got the teleport out. They got a couple of summoners out of Southern Warrior in exchange for the Lilia ultimate.
Yeah, and they're just continuing to put pressure down on this bot lane. Already one plate going off, and a second one might fall here. This Callista is going to be really hard to deal with, especially on a champ that you want to get going on early. It's going to be able to just snowball this game and end it quickly.
Oh, the ult from the Kappa onto Wing Nation. Orochi trying to find him, gets the little tiny fear and little chunk. It's a little late teleport from Cardinals. I don't think they can really make anything off of this. Boomerang going to slow Orochi down. Actually, I stand corrected. That almost was enough to chew through him. But
yeah,
regardless,
if the
Wing
had
lives.
come in a little bit earlier, they maybe get a kill there with as much damage as they were able to actually put down. I was pretty surprised by that as well.
Yeah, and Cardinals hadn't been back to base yet this game. Imagine if he had that face sheen while he was throwing in those autos. Anyway, this still just doesn't look like Dyslexic and Karasuda shouldn't be able to do this. There's no reason that they should be this pushed other than they've got 2 kills early on. Right. And Southern Warrior and Honey Badger just ceding the wave to them. Also not doing a great job poking.
Hook. Yeah, they're trying to find something in this bot lane, and we're just watching mostly bot lane because it's just always being pushed in. I do have to say, there's just a giant CS discrepancy in top lane. Cardinals has just put the hammer down on kind of Shen here. I don't know how you expect to do anything with a 16 CS at almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's going to have his ultimate available. Maybe he could make a play around the map, but yeah, the minions just not dying for him, and that feels pretty bad. Did want to point out, Lexus has the Lost Chapter plus the Fiendish Codex, so no Moonstone in my game this game. Well, not on my team at least. Karma will probably buy one. Flash away from Dyslexic actually avoids the infinite duress. Karasuda ignores the lantern that was thrown by Dyslexic and instead flashes himself.
Yeah, another missed opportunity there for Exodius clan to try to get back in the game. Warwick missing the R. And both these bot laners were able to escape danger, but both their flashes are down, so we'll have to see if Warwick's able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, also kind of interesting, no Prio on Dragon this game. Nobody has looked at it. Now both junglers kind of orbiting it, but I don't think that either team really has the health bars on Prio available to get that just this second. Instead, it looks like they're going to try to collapse onto Lexus, but Kappa going to be taken into the Lilting Lullaby, forced to self-ult, but right into the Gravity Well. They're trying to chase down. Who's actually going to get here first? It's the Exodus Clan bot lane. The flash forward from Orochi. Can't find the snare, and the Chaos Storm is actually more than enough. Winged gets rooted, caught, he goes down, so the perfect game is ruined at 10:30 into the game. Lexus still trying to kite back out. He's getting the speed from the Q, has the bowling ball, starting to burn down Itenchi. Actually gets a vision of him there with the little shield. Is it enough to keep him alive? He'll stay alive at the backside of the fight. Dyslexic trying to fight 1v4, but he's just Thresh right now. That's not going to stop him, apparently. He's still going for it. Southern Warrior senses his weakness in being just Thresh and takes him down.
Yeah, Return to the Middle Sticks, I think, just kind of overcommitting to a fight when they forgot that Shen R was available. Gnar is going to pick up quite a bit for that Shen using his R there, but yeah, it ends up being okay for Exodius Clan, able to pick up a kill for themselves. Gotta find something to do in this early game, already down 4K, and Gnar's just wailing around on this turret.
Yeah, I think RTM kind of forgetting both about Shen ult and that their bot lane was back in base, so just kind of unlucky going for the 2v5 essentially. Doesn't quite pay off for him. They get one kill out of it, so I guess it's not the worst trade in the world. But you can see even just the continued vision control. There's no wards in the river or over it for Exodus Clan. And, you know, they just can't put all the pieces together to win the game.
Yeah.
That was really funny, by the way. Fuck you. Yeah, now vision getting cleared out, fought over. Every time we look back, Dyslexic's just hooking a minion in the bottom lane. A little unlucky.
He's searching for the hooks. It's had some good early starts, but hasn't found one as of late. Oh,
Cardinal's gonna Narsho him into the turret, just pick up the kill. Apparently that's not important because Carson... We didn't get to see either kill. What is the directed camera doing? Alright, well...
Well, we know they happened, and it was good for RTM, so I'll take that. Next time I'd love to see them, but, you know, you take what you can get. So, 2 kills for RTM there. 1 in the bot lane, 1 in the top lane. Cruising on. 6K gold lead now.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't the directed camera was like, watch this dead body. Oh, here's another dead body, by the way. You don't get to watch what happened to them, just...
And RTM's actually pretty close. They've picked up almost every plate across the map here.
Oh, they're going to hit the ult onto Winged. He's actually inting. All right, well. Int Nation has returned as he stands a little too close to the Lissandra, who hits R and clicks on him. And Rochi follows up with his own ult. Unfortunately for the Kappa, the bowling ball from Lexus is enough to equalize that trade. A turret has fallen, so that's 5 turret plates there. Yeah, there's 2 left in this bottom lane. That's what we really need to see. Fate's Call used. They're going to at least find the Karma at the end of this one. Southern Warriors somehow escapes with just a little bit of health after the flash. I was hoping we'd see the 15 plate game, but we're not quite gonna get there. It looks like.
It's gonna be close. 5 seconds. Can they get it?
It'll be the 13 plate game.
Not bad. Well, I guess we didn't get it in the mid lane. It was so close to dying. But pretty good overall. I mean, you've got basically 3 towers down at 14 minutes. Like. There's not much that could be going better for Return to the Middle Sticks. Maybe you'd like to see with this giant lead that they put more prio on the Dragons, considering one hasn't gone down at all yet. But, you know, with this massive gold lead, it's pretty much anything they want to take as theirs as long as they have the numbers.
Yeah, and they keep finding ways to push the advantage anyway. Like, as long as the game doesn't stagnate, I guess you don't really need the Dragons. It's just an objective that exists if you want it. Honey Badger over the wall, just gonna throw that Mount Q. That didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. But Cardinals is menacingly waiting, just staring down the Kappa on the side. Throws the boomerang in, and he'll head back to top lane.
Yeah, and just almost a flame horizon in top lane already as we continue to watch this giant CS discrepancy. He's on boots. That's what Shen's got, and
Yeah.
Cards has almost got an item and a half.
Ooh, the hook from Dyslexic just not quite grabbing that. I'm not. What would you call like the ice trail behind? Like, it's not her dress, but it's like kind of her dress. I don't know. How does that hook hit Samira, by the way? Yeah, this would be a good time. You've got Prio on Dragon. You could
Got
auto
division.
attack it. Nope, we're gonna hook the Warwick. Jump in. Orochi should be dead at the end of this one. Or not. He's got flash.
Slow.
The flash follow from Karasuda. Maybe a little bit too much. Orochi's still alive on the backside of this. Gets a little shield. The hook not quite able to land. It's... Well, the damage from Lexus is stacking up nicely. Karasuda going to fall in the process. Orochi down as well. It's the shutdown going to the Warwick, but he loses 3 teammates in the process. Triple kill for Lexus.
Karasuda is starting off that fight with the flash in. And able to get a lot of damage out, but then ends up dying in the process, giving over a shutdown. But I don't think Return of the Middle Six cares too much to get 3 kills there. Lexus just fighting in those chokes with that many people is able to just hit so many people with the Q. It's still no dragon take, even after all that.
I mean, not an important objective, honestly. They got the Rift Herald. That was the real objective. Second
That's
Rift
right.
Herald is up. Looks like not quite in time for them to take it. It's just... Oh, no, never mind. There's a separate timer for Rift Herald. That's kind of weird. All right. Minute 42 on the real objective.
The real objective. I mean, they've got so many towers down. Nar's going to maybe get another one here in top lane. Looks like they're fighting.
Oh, Cards is disconnected. He's walking into the enemy team. Oh, no. That was not the ideal timing for a disconnect.
I like how he disconnects right as the teleport channels from the Lysandra, and then just 5 people are on top of him as he disconnects. It's got that kind of sad timing of that. Like most of the time you'd be fine there, but Return of the Middle Six with all those people on top side is just putting a ton of pressure down here on the bot lane turret.
Yeah, they're going to grab that hook wind walled away, but they'll pull Dyslexic away from the Kappa, flay him back in. He's got the Thresh shield, though. A little bit of health. The Rend is already used. Can he pop off? No. The answer is no. The whip from Dyslexic actually takes the kill. They find 2 in exchange for Karasuda, and they'll continue their push in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and if you have one champion to play around for Exodus Clan, or Exodus Clan,
that was just a lot of generic damage over the wall, by the way. Orochi is not tanky. He, for some reason, went for a Divine Sunderer and a Tiamat, so he's just going to die a lot.
Yeah, a lot of magic damage going down. Could be helped by building some tanky items, but looks like Return of the Middle Six is going to elect to get this. No, they leave it.
Yeah, honestly,
probably better.
Well, now they're going to leave Wing for dead, maybe. Big sleep. The 3-man sleep. Southern Warrior's still in, and he dies. Oh, the big ult from Cardinals. The Nars show off in Premiere, and Cardinals finds the 3-man ult. The double kill for Lexus, the result of that. Orochi and Kappa forced to flee. Hook, field goal there for Dyslexic, unfortunately. And now they'll break the inhib. I was about to say getting the inhib this early actually can stall the game out a little bit longer than you want to, because all of that farm gets funneled in. But yeah, they're still continuing to pressure.
Nardnold's 29 coming in with just a great teleport as Mega and gets 3 people stunned against the wall. Really good. Return of the Middle Six, still not taking a dragon, but Baron's gonna be up in 30 seconds.
Yeah, didn't take Sheila either. Kind of disappointing. Not gonna get the Dancing Herald this game.
Yeah, Lexus is just putting in work on this Lilia. 8 kills already.
Man.
We're gonna get another one here.
The guy thought that he could go maybe approach some farm, maybe get a ward in the jungle, and instead, no, the Flame Horizon will stay. Thank you.
Yeah, we are definitely over the Flame Horizon mark. 157 farm to 44. This Shen is just really sad. It's basically a 4v5 at this point. You know, if you have one bright spot, Samira's on an item, and the champion, if she gets stacked, can still do a lot of damage just with the Kraken Slayer. So I would try to find a fight where you're have a numbers advantage and can get Samira to get her ult off, but
Yeah,
it's not looking good.
you've got Kraken Samira, you've got Moonstone Renewer. It's winnable. Um, I don't know about Leandries on Lissandra, but I'll pretend I didn't see that. And Baron gonna get started up pretty much on spawn for RTM.
Yeah, when they're this far ahead, it's just so easy. No one can even walk in, really. And it just goes down.
Yeah, the first neutral objective of the game was Rift Herald, the second one going to be Baron. If you had bets on that, probably would have lost that one coming into the game. Kappa's pretty low, almost gets soloed by Lexus, still burning.
You gonna die?
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Orochi is also dead, but in much less dramatic manner. Oh, well. Actually, that was a lot of healing. Dyslexic hits the locket. That was actually pretty clutch to save him. Ren comes through, not quite enough damage, but the rest is. And Karasuda is starting to jump through. Has the hop, has the Gale Force for the extra hop. And finds one, finds two. Thank you very much. Southern Warrior, the only one alive, trying to defend his tower. 3 and 2 on the Samira, feeling pretty bad. Maybe got inted this game.
I cannot believe that Lissandra died. I mean, you have the double burn build, but she had her potion ticking that entire time as well. So you're overcoming that with just the burn and so much damage coming down from Lexus.
Yeah, that Q from, oh my god. It just, the generic amount of damage they can throw into the fountain is out healing that. Orochi has left his fountain, unfortunately, and he's going to pay for that sin. Kappa low as well. He'll be taken down. Gravity Well sucks him in. And the Nexus falls 24-6 in 22 minutes and 15 seconds. Lexus didn't die. 12-0-3 on the Lilia.
Yeah, not the perfect game we were looking for at the start, but I mean, pretty damn good. Like, not much you can ask for that you could do differently, except maybe getting those dragons. But Return of the Middlesticks is really dominant showing there.
Yeah, so we'll take a short break and we'll be back with game number 2. RTM on match point, looking to take down Exodus Clan and improve to 2-0 on the year.
My Yu-Gi-Oh roots get me on this.
Yeah,
I want to say Exodia Clan every time. The 9-year-old Lane would be ecstatic to be on a team that would be Exodia Clan.
I mean, the big issue is that no one has ever assembled Exodia Clan.
That's why. That's why. We would all know they'd be world champions back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Oh man, the big roll swap and subs. Pulling out all the stops here.
Well, this is their main roster, right?
I think so.
They finally got it.
Maybe this is the fabled Exodia Clan.
We'll have to see. I'm ready when you are.
My wife is on the phone and I don't want to yell in her ear if I can avoid it. She says I'm okay, but I don't believe her.
I feel that. I feel that.
Alright, let's load it up. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 of LRS week number 2. Our team took a really dominant game number 1, and we'll see if they can close it out. But Exodus Clan had a couple of cards to play still. They get back their normal bottom lane. They swap Southern Warrior back to mid lane. I believe this is their starting roster, so we'll see if they've multiplied in strength as a result of that.
Yeah, really strong showing for Return of the Middlesticks, and we'll have to see if the change out of the roster helps Exodius Clan or Exodus Clan.
All right,
Every time.
I'll let you introduce the blue team as we start in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, on the blue side, we've got Cardinals 29 on the Camille, another strong pick. We've got 2004 Lexus GX 470 on the Graves in the jungle, Wing Nation on LeBlanc at the mid lane, and then we've got Karasuda and Dyslexic on Kaisa and Leona.
And on the other side of the map, wearing the red health bars for game number 2 will be the Exodus Clan, Tenshi in the top lane on Wukong, Orochi in the jungle on Lee Sin, Southern Warrior taking his rightful place in mid lane playing Galio, and Jesus and Zalkan X Ot 7 in the bottom lane playing Samira and Alistar, which is much more normal lane to play.
Yeah, it's nice to have that CC with the Samira, but we're going to see an invade here.
I don't think either side actually wanted combat as a result of that invade, so they see each other across the gap and then they both leave.
Well, Dyslexic does pick up the ward kill, so that means I don't think that means anything for bot lane. Like, you don't get an extra advantage for getting the ward kill early.
Yeah, Cardinals gets spotted by Tenshi and Orochi. Doesn't react for a second, but then finally walks away to his tower. He's gonna try to back. That might put him a little bit behind. Like, this could be a bigger advantage than we're making it, but also Orochi is very late to his first jungle camp, and he's gonna suck Tenshi with him.
Yeah,
for the
I think it'll end up being fine. Cardinals end up taking the hook shot to try to get back to lane a little bit faster, and since you're leashing your Lee Sin, it's going to end up not being a big issue.
Yeah, Wing going for his tilt pick LeBlanc. Does he realize that he has to jump back to his clone to avoid being taunted? We'll find out. This is a continuing story from the past.
And we've already seen a difference in the spot lane. Jesus is able to, or the bot lane, I should say, is actually able to get past the river, which is not something we saw in game 1. So,
yeah, I think it's J Sus, if you read the accents correctly, J Sus. But yeah, he's gonna flash after level 2 hit for Karasuda and Dyslexic, and they bully through Zalkin and get the flash out of Jesus.
yeah, really nice there. ROTM bot lane kind of picking up where they left off in game 1. Already burning a flash off the level 2 again. So, I'll have to see if they're able to capitalize.
Oh, see, there's the issue. You're supposed to distort back. Actually, that was just a really good snap W. Southern Warrior. I can't flame wing too much for that one. But yeah, kind of weird that the Samir and Alistar were able to get such a shove. Oh, that was interesting. Oh no!
Dyslexic just moves up a little too much, and now Lee Sin's down here. Not looking so good. He's gonna try to burn the heal to get out. Oh, a disconnect.
Yeah.
Is why.
Looks like, lost the internet connection standing underneath the turret, which is, the best place to lose that. Cardinals, meanwhile, is trading very well and has opened up another gigantic CS lead. So that's a thing that is also happening. This matchup is actually not great for Camille, and, sometimes you just flex and win it anyway.
Yeah, as a carry player, you could be kind of useful on Shen and get Flame Horizon. I don't think you'd be very useful, but at least you got something. But when you're playing Wukong, you do not want to have this big of a CS discrepancy. We're going to see a gank on top.
Yeah, the dive able to be avoided by Itenchi, actually, so that was relatively well played by him. But they're just continuing to press that CS advantage in the top lane, and even that little bit of pressure from Lexus going to continue to set him behind. Dyslexic, meanwhile, not DC'd, walking forward through the minion wave, gets the stun onto Jay, and you know, J-Man trying just to kite back away. It's going to be a relatively even trade, all things considered.
Yeah, kind of just the ADCs fighting with the supports there. Leona lands onto the Samira, and then you've got Alistar that pulverized and knocked up Karasuda, and they just kind of fought each other while the other one was not able to engage. So
yeah, Zalkan gonna try to punish the missing Zenith Blade, but gets stuck into tower range. The Void Seeker doesn't actually connect onto Zalkan, so he's still alive, has the flashback away, but they're going to land the stun onto Jace's. He's spinning, he's dashing forward, he's whirling through. Does he find the kill? He does. He'll shut down Karasuda, and Zalkan finishes off Dyslexic. The teleport in from Cardinals is just a little bit too late, and matched by Southern Warrior, and Southern Warrior bops him back. 4 kills to 0, a really good play in the bottom lane for Exodus.
yeah, and not too bad of an idea there for Return to the Middle Sticks, trying to come in with the TP, but just came in a little bit late. But Exodus already looking so much better, gets the first 4 kills of the game, and their bot lane is really kind of the star of the show so far.
Yeah, kind of weird. We found out in LCS, now we're finding out again, having your full roster is pretty OP, as it turns out.
But yeah, FlyQuest looking a lot better with Jose Diodo yesterday, I have to say. TL2.
Yeah. Really happy that Jose Diodo is around.
Yeah.
My
And I'm glad they look
FlyQuest
better
boys.
too. Always more fun with teams just looking stronger. Nice. Nice dodge there from Wing Nation.
Wow, the game threads from yesterday are already just so buried. Alright, well, never mind. I'm not going to be able to find it, I guess. I was going to read one of the Jose Diodo copy pastas.
Oh, is that the
Not the Spanish
the
one, because I'm not
light one?
Spanish. Yeah, that one. I love that one. Anyway, Karasuda's dead. He gets collapsed upon. Zalkan unfortunately gets the kill. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Winged flexes his might and takes down Southern Warrior there. So the trade across the map, Winged now has the solo kill, has a small CS advantage, but bot lane not looking great after stomping game number 1. You take the Callista out of Karasuda, and what are you left with?
And I think
apparently
it's been a bigger difference is just with these new players. They seem a lot more coordinated, and we're going to see another kill picked up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you return to the middle 6, like your only consolation here is that Alistar has 3 of these kills, which is fortunate for them. But a Samira that's snowballing is not very fun to deal with.
Yeah, also just this lane synergy, Samira Alistar, you know, one of the, it'll become like one of the classic lanes that people play, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Because these two characters have just an insane amount of synergy. I'm not sure if there's any lore between them. I don't know what Alistar's lore is, but you know, maybe they're best buds. You know.
Maybe Samira like took Alistar as a cargo ship type of thing. You know, it's always possible.
He is a cargo ship?
No, because she's like a pirate, so she took him on a cargo ship.
Oh, she's a pirate? I thought she was just like a mercenary.
Right?
No, she's from Noxus.
Oh, maybe I'm right. Well,
she's like all the Rose stuff is Black Rose.
You can see how much I follow the lore and why I should not talk about it.
See, I was gonna make up something, but like that wasn't it, right?
Well, you see, it would have been good if it was like Gangplank, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure she's like buddies with LeBlanc. I'm pretty sure. Galio's dead again in the mid lane. This is a really good gank from Lexus, and tried to hand it over to Winged, but Winged didn't want it, I guess, and Lexus takes it down with a shotgun.
Yeah, we kind of see the different pressure points that the teams are trying to go for. Again, we're seeing another look on the bot lane, but Return to the Middle 6 fighting back in the mid lane. Even though it's a 4-kill difference, only 500 gold difference when it boils down. So Return to the Middle 6 still in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's the big CS leads in the solo lanes, and then Karasuda's doing fine. Like,
Yeah.
down 1 CS, despite being down 2 kills, is actually pretty remarkable. And even in items, only down a longsword right now in inventories. So this is still winnable if there's an engagement. Dyslexic needs to hit level 6 before it's winnable, but, you know.
Yeah, and Kai'Sa's not known for her super strong early game, whereas Samira is, so kind of how you expect to go, maybe not quite this big on the kill front, but this Kai'Sa is going to be really strong as she scales up.
And also worth noting, Orochi, you know, moving around the map decently on the Lee Sin. Has gotten a couple of things done. He's got a big CS disadvantage, and Lexus is farming and just going to get scarier on the Graves.
Yeah, this Lee Sin's not going to be able to do much against this Graves if they do meet up in the jungle, but so far hasn't really happened. And still another series where we're 10 minutes into the game and no Drake priority, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's kind of interesting. The Iron Spike whip on Orochi means he's probably going for a core drinker, whereas it feels like Prowler's Claw is basically an item tailor-made for Lee Sin. So I think it's maybe a little strange not to see that. Cardinals and Itenchi gonna auto-attack each other to the death, and Cardinals wins.
Yeah, and we're just seeing, I think, the gold difference there. You've got a full Sheen completed, and right before that fight, had only had a longsword for the Wukong. He does end up picking up the Phage in base, but yeah, Camille just has so much better items with the full Sheen completed.
Ooh, is this allowed? I'm pretty sure they're breaking the rules, actually. Yeah.
Yep, pretty sure that it's not allowed. I thought there was a mutual truce given how little Dragon Prio there had been the entire series, but turns out Return of the Middle Sticks not keeping their word.
Lexus was trying to jump in front of that Justice Punch to stop the Galio from getting out, but not quite able to, and instead he'll fly out into the distance. The free gargoyle that he is.
And this Galio really hasn't been able to do much as far as using his ultimate yet. We haven't really seen him use it, get it in a side lane. And I think that's partly because Return of the Mill Six has just been putting a lot of pressure on him. Wave almost always seems to be shoved in, which is pretty unheard of for Galio usually. Oof.
Yeah, that's a trade.
That's a chunk.
Divine Sunderer to Phage kind of looks like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's just no way you can really walk up as Wukong. I mean, best you can do is just try to farm under your tower, but 60 CS difference, it's not really where you want to be at.
Yeah, just a couple. Lexus still has that Rift Herald in his back pocket. Should he wish to reach into there, grab an eyeball, and crush it in the lane, would have that opportunity. Gonna actually walk up into vision here. Orochi waiting potentially for the counter gank. They don't win this 2v2 by any regards, but maybe if they can collapse on Lexus early. That's a really good kick in, but Lexus still has flash available. He's out, hits the collateral damage, not quite enough, but the flash forward for the tactical sweep from Cardinals finds the kill. Gonna scrap it out with Itenchi, and of course Q2 equalizes all trades. And here comes Shelly into the top lane. Itenchi's still hanging around. He could have walked out, and he's choosing to stick around underneath the tower, just takes a bunch of generic damage and dies to hook shot, and Cardinals should be able to walk out of that no problem.
Yeah, and you just see the like gold differences there play out. Like they had a really good jump onto Lexus initially, but just not enough damage to complete those kills, and really just starting to blow open in the top side here for Return of the Middle Sticks.
Yep, meanwhile, bot lane's still going relatively alright for them. Jasus up the combined cost on his Immortal Shield Bow, basically.
Yeah,
We also have the completed Locket on Alistar. That could be pretty devastating, especially with the Alistar ultimate. I almost want to see them go for it, but gonna go ahead and get teleported on instead, and RTM looking to make the play. Jasus gets thrown into the Hextech ultimatum, tries to dash back in and out, but just finds his death waiting for him. Zalcon gets chained up, locked up, flashes away. He's actually fine. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. All right.
Oh, one more auto. So sad. Barely makes it out alive, but really good play there from Return of the Middle Six. I have to commend Karasuda and Dyslexic after kind of a rough early game. Really didn't allow the Samira to continue to snowball. and then just waited for their team to come help them out, and ends up getting a lot of gold for themselves because they get both shutdowns on the bot laners.
Yeah, also taking really good advantage of the cheeky ward in the middle bush. A lot of times you'll try to push all the way forward for the ward in the back bush, but making do with that and calling the Cardinals TP at the right time is a skill set in and of itself.
Yeah, and Cardinals really just proving himself to be kind of the difference in this game so far. Already 3-1 on the Camille. Got the cleaver, or the cleave on the Tiamat, and Divine Sunder, and Wukong is just not going to be able to fight him.
Yeah, good pickup though on the backside of that, as Jasus and Zalcon gonna go ahead and take down their first turret of the game, and actually first turret overall, so get that little bit of bonus gold for him. So the Warriors taunts down, so Wing jumps back in, hits the chain. Doesn't look like he's really got any help, as Lexus gets kind of distracted by the 3 members collapsing from the river on top of him.
Yeah, and you actually see just how much chunk he got off on the Samira with just a Q auto. Gets her to half health, but this Galio's gonna fall.
Was he trying to ult somewhere?
He must have been looking somewhere else and just not seeing where
I thought I
was.
heard like the start of the ult quote play, but he didn't. Yeah, I'm not really sure. He just died. A little unlucky. 10 seconds left on the Ocean Dragon spawn. And it looks like RTM's set up for that to potentially take it. Wing jumps over the wall, misses everything, and gets kicked back over the wall by a Reggie.
He gets the snap back by default there with the Lee Sin kick. Doesn't do much more than just puts him back where he could have snapped back to if he wanted. Yeah, second dragon of the game and second dragon of the series going to go over to Return of the Middlesticks. Continuing on the train of betraying the trust that they had that there would be no dragons taken in the series, but for that, looks like Exodus Clan is going to go ahead and go for this Rift Herald.
Yeah, they'll go ahead and poke Sheila in the eye, and shouldn't be contested about it. I think that's the first neutral objective that they've taken this series, so that's good for them. Assuming they finish this off, yeah.
Oh, and Lee Sin picks it up, which you're going to want to get that off of him quickly because he can't use his words, but looks like they might try to do something with Cardinals, and he backs away safely, so.
Yeah, what a mana. Rochi gonna go ahead and take the cannon minion and then drop the Rift Herald right in the face of RTM. No minion wave left to speak of, so they'll have to, continue to push in order to even make this worth it. Dyslexic, meanwhile, still reconnecting and disconnecting.
Yeah, all 5 members up here for Exodus Clan. This might be kind of their way back into the game if they're able to find
Zalcon
something.
going for it, has the ultimate ticking. They find the shutdown onto Lexus, and they'll find the shutdown onto Cardinals, going on to Wukong and Lee Sin, respectively. They'll get the first turret of the game as well and continue piling on toward this top lane. Karasuda, meanwhile, just grabs the middle turret for himself and not really interested in helping out his team currently. Now finally headed back to maybe look for a collapse.
Yeah, and that's 2 big shutdowns. Really trying to equalize the game here for Exodus Clan. Really well played there. A little unfortunate that Dyslexic was headed up to that top side to help try to support, but then disconnects right as the team shows up. So wasn't able to be there for that, but Return of the Middlesticks still in an okay spot. Still have the outer tower in the mid lane and 2 dragons for themselves, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at items. I don't see anything like super glaring. We mentioned the Gore Drinker already on Lee Sin. I think it's kind of interesting that you still go for the Divine Sunderer on Wukong, especially this far behind. Maybe not the ideal mythic item, but
Yeah, it might give him just kind of a fighting chance. I don't know if he got... I'm not sure who ended up getting that kill for the shutdown, but maybe used his gold to buy that. I think at this point you're probably wanting to look, because you're already so far behind, for maybe something like a Sterix Gauge, just something to give you a little bit more tankiness so that you can try to be an engaged threat for your team.
I mean, I still feel like you start Bramblevest Tabai if you're not going to fight, and then, work it out from there. But
Right. Yeah, especially since it looks like Camille is going to be going towards the Hex, or what is it? Lifesteal item.
yeah, that one.
So. Ravenous Hydra. There we go.
Yeah.
So many new items, and I can't even remember the old ones, so. Anyway,
luckily I don't hire you for your analysis, I guess. So I don't hire you.
That's right.
I don't have any money.
I'm just here to make your day
Yeah.
a little bit brighter.
Well, thanks, bud. We're at 20 minutes. Baron not going to be started at 20 minutes this game, and in fact, will sit in his pit for a while. Unharassed, living his life.
Yeah, the third dragon is about to spawn here in about a minute, so Return of the Middlesticks already having a good amount of vision set up in there. Got some pink wards down near the dragon pit, and then also put some shallow wards into the Exodus clan jungle.
Yeah, I still don't think we've seen a Galio ult used this game, right?
Nope.
Maybe in top lane
yet.
there was one, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's been the only one we've seen, but it's not like it was impactful in the top lane. I think they still get those kills regardless. But yeah, not really making use of that. And now that we're out of the laning phase, it gets a little bit harder to like use effectively to go to a side lane. But we'll have to see what if they're able to use that, and Southern Warrior is able to have an impact with his ultimate.
Yep, 10 seconds left on that dragon spawn. Wing gonna go ahead, steal away the Gromp from Orochi. Smart of Orochi not to use his smite in that situation, because otherwise that's, just a free dragon handed over basically. It still kind of is, but at least he has the opportunity to steal potentially. Karsuda just autoed that blue buff. He had no business doing it. He stole that from Winged and Lexus.
Well, the true carry gets the blue buff, I guess, so.
Yeah.
Look like they're TPing in here, but I don't think anything is going to happen.
Yeah, that one was a little sus.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to be there if you're not there, basically, as Return of the Middlesticks gets on the dragon, but Camille's just kind of free farming in this top lane, really close to that flame horizon again.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but Cardinals looking for Orochi. That's casual 3/4 of health. He gets juggled in to Samira. Zalcon flashes in, hits a bunch of CC. They're gonna take Cardinals down again and actually extend their kill lead out to 9-7. Unfortunately, not a big prize at the top of that. Not a shutdown. Just the 300 gold and taking him off the map for a second. And it's going to force the teleport into top lane from bottom lane for Southern Warrior. They're going to jump on Karasuda though. Jumps out with the Killer Instinct, has the flash still. Flare not quite enough, but Zalcon goes forward, still looking for the auto, but he gets the shield from Dyslexic that keeps him alive, and they'll take down the Samira who dove too far as well. Southern Warrior and Wing just scrapping up in the top lane, but it's all falling apart for Exodus Clan, and the collateral damage finds the double kill for Lexus.
Yeah, Karasuda just barely able to make it out there with all the shielding, and is able to just kind of bait some kills for Return of the Middlesticks. A play that started out looking really good, ended up not being very good for Exodus Clan, but looks like Wing's going to finish another kill off here.
Yeah, the auto for Winged. I didn't think he actually had the damage, but Southern Warrior not quite able to escape that one, even with all of the tools available to him. And now Baron started up by the 3-man squad from ROTM. Orochi approaches the pit, and Cardinals says, nah, you can't do that. Throw him into the smoke screen and take him down. Cardinals finds his 4th kill of the game, and a Baron buff worn now by 5 members of Return of the Middlesticks.
Yeah, and with people off the map already, it looks like Return of the Middlesticks should try to reset here. They've probably got a lot of gold to spend. And then look to group up and just use their gold advantage to kind of win the game for themselves.
Yeah, we've been hyping up the Flame Horizon in the top lane, but look at the jungle right now. Lexus just, teetering on the edge. He's got the 90 CS advantage and Lisa not on the map for a second. So, um, just a monster
Yeah,
performance again by
I mean,
Lexus this game.
he's up 4 levels over the Lee Sin. It's just like when you're down that far, it's just so hard to do anything. And I think part of that is, Lee Sin's not really able to walk into his jungle. Return of the Middlesticks has just been kind of pushing the top lane and bot lane out and then just doing his camps. So there's not really anything for him to do. And we'll have to see if RTM is able to kind of finish this game off with the Sparran.
Yeah, case in point, trying to do his Raptors and just harassed every step of the way by Winged.
Another camp stolen away by Winged.
But they're continuing to push out. They're set up in a Exodus clan are set up in a 4-1 with Galio split apart, potentially to use his first ultimate ability of the game. Cardinals, meanwhile, assigned to bottom lane, pushing in. No teleport available for him, so it'll be a late collapse if he gets there. For some reason, Southern Warriors recall. Actually, he had no health. I don't know what happened there, but the turret going to fall in mid, and RTM given a lot of respect over to EXO, just not
I think you kind of
diving.
have to, because you've got really easy ways to engage for Exodus Clan. And if your Camille's not there to kind of back you up, especially with the Samira damage that can come out.
Oh, the big collapse, that's a huge solar flare, but it only grabs Orochi after it's cleansed by Zalcon, but he chooses to commit for the fight anyway. He'll get snared up and taken down somewhere off on the side. Lexus solo Southern Warrior as Cardinals hook shots in, but doesn't find the stun, and that should be pretty much all she wrote for this game.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted if you're RTM. Being the first ones to engage, fight when you want it, instead of letting them engage on you. And with the Baron buff here, both inhibitors down, it looks like it's just going to be the end of the game.
Yep, Nexus turret number 1, Nexus turret number 2 fall. We'll see if they can clean up any more kills at the end of this one. But, well, there we go. Wing just trades his life as Lexus able to find the couple of kills on the backside of this one. 17-10 will be the final kill count, and a 2-0 victory for RTM to improve to 2-0 on the year.
Yeah, and Lexus is able to just have 2 monster games for RTM, kind of putting the team on his back in both sets. Gets a Flame Horizon here in the last game, and RTM off to a great start.
Yep. Meanwhile, over in LCS, IMT versus 100 Thieves just started. IMT is running some sort of degenerate comp, so you might want to go check that one out. They've got, Karma top lane, Hecarim jungle, Lucian mid, and the Seraphine Leona bottom lane. So probably go check that out. But that'll do it for us on the cast. Our next stream hopefully will be Tuesday night for UML Week 1. If it's not Tuesday night, we'll grab a review of 3 sets, I guess, next Saturday. So thanks, Lane, for joining me. I don't know who we're going to have cast on Tuesday. You available Tuesday, maybe?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think I'll be around.
Yeah, well, maybe catch me in lane here on Tuesday night for UML Week 1 against AOT Storm or AOTA Storm, something like that. Yeah. Well, we'll see you soon.